Good afternoon, everybody. This is video 1, the Enterprise Vault Goal Setting Planning Mastermind. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Sarah Bennett-Nash and welcome to the Enterprise Vault. I am so excited you are here this afternoon because we have got some juice for you, my friends. This is one of my favourite workshops because this really epitomises everything we're about at the Enterprise Vault. So if you don't know who we are at the Enterprise Vault, then go and check us out on our website, www.theenterprisevault.com. We are an incredible members club for women who are looking to vault to the next level. And I really mean that. We are action-packed with masterclasses. We have a great sisterhood, a community of incredible women, and we are there for you through your journey, whether you are boosting yourself as a leader, climbing that corporate ladder, or if you are building a business like myself, then this is the place that you need to be. So thank you so much for joining me. This is my life's work. I love being here for you guys, and I'm just so proud that I can do this for you guys and help where I can, because the Enterprise Vault was really set up to do exactly that. And not only are we helping women who are in our members club, we're also helping women as part of charitable organisations who come and join us and really be part of this incredible community at the Enterprise Vault. So thank you so much for joining us. If you're a member, congratulations, you're contributing to a community of incredible women, both in the club and with the charities that we work with. So thank you so much. My name is Sarah Bennett-Nash. For those of you who don't know me, I am a performance expert, speaker, founder, author, and your founder of the Enterprise Vault. I'm super grateful you're here today because we are going to be talking about goal setting and planning. And as I said, it epitomises everything we're about at the Enterprise Vault, because what we're about is helping you vault to that next level, build your aspirations, empower yourself so that you can inspire and perform to a new level. We want to reignite your hunger, your drive and your energy, and setting goals is a part of that. We want you to perform at your peak of excellence. So we're here to support you today and beyond, of course. And especially for you on those days where you feel like you want to give in, then bookmark this and go back and revisit it, because this is where the gold dust happens. If you are setting your goals and you are looking to aspire to bigger and greater and phenomenal things in your life, then this really is the right place for you to be. We're talking about how to set your goals and put an action plan around your goals so that you can enhance your performance. And this, my friends, will put you in the top 2% of people, because not that many of us do it. And if we do, there's a point around consistency, and we'll talk about that later. We want you to increase your engagement, have that energy, the vibrance, the passion, and of course the commitment, so you can attract more into your life, because this is what we want. We want more wealth, we want more energy, and we want more vibrancy in our life. And planning and strategizing and setting goals will help you navigate in this particularly chaotic world right now. There are going to be days where things are brutal and you're pushed to the max. October was a very good example of that for me last year, but what I've realised is that it really helped me ramp up my volume and my output, and I learned so much more because I got out my comfort zone. It was really tough at the time, but I pushed through some of those goals and I got to that next level, and that really is quite incredible and where the excitement happens. What you don't want to do is tip the balance far too much the other way. You don't want to be slipping into burnout, that state where all of the emotional, physical and mental exhaustion happens, and that's really not a good place to be. So you want to avoid that. It will paralyze you and it will halt you dead in your tracks. So you don't want to be there. It really happens when you're feeling overwhelmed and a bit emotionally drained, and sometimes you're just unable to meet those constant demands. And if you're there, go and seek some medical advice. I really, really urge you to do that. If you are feeling like you're on the edge, then this, my friend, is a very good place for you to be, because what we're going to do is ring fence some of the things that you want to achieve. Break them down into bite-sized chunks where they are visibly achievable, and then we're going to ignite that passion to get you there. So what we are going to focus on today is how you are really going to crystallize some of the successes of last year and then use those to push you through into the next year. So this is one thing that we quite often don't do, and we don't take the time to really think about the successes and the things that we've achieved last year. And there are times where you just kind of keep pushing, and you'll go. But actually what that is not helping you do is build those confidence in your competencies. And this is where you can actually start to feel the sense of failure, because you're not actually taking the time to crystallize those successes. So write down for me in your workbook that we sent you the top 10 successes that you achieved last year. And just pause this and take some time to do that, because that will really help you with regards to crystallizing some of those successes. Once you've got them down on paper, just be super proud of yourself. No matter how big or how small those successes are, they are successes. And think about how they have helped you push you through your tough times in your life. They have reignited some energy and some passion, but mostly how they have helped you push forwards that rhythm that will help you build some consistency around whatever goals that you're trying to achieve. So you know that successes look like ups and downs, but what we're trying to avoid is that roller coaster. We really want you to have consistent successes. So write down those 10 successes that you achieved last year. Stick them somewhere where you're going to be so super proud of those every single day, and link them to something that you are achieving as a result of those successes. How have they helped you push you forwards? What have you done to leverage from those successes? And if you haven't, then now, my friends, is your time to do that, because this is where the magic happens, and it will help you build that confidence, because it is real proof that you're good at whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. So let's talk about how we strategically translate some of those achievements and strategically translate your visions from your paper into those successful long-term goals that you want to achieve. So for most people, they have goals in their life, and as we know and love in our corporate world, we often talk about SMART goals, which is specific, SM, measurable, actionable, realistic, and time bound. SMART goals. Now, those are all very good corporate tools to enable us to track performance and to make sure we get some tasks done. But we want you to be thinking much bigger than that. We want you to have a vision that is so exciting. Every time you think about it, it gives you goosebumps. That's where we want you to be. Because when you have that vision and you have that excitement and you think about it and you can see it happening, this is the thing that is going to inspire you on the days where it's tough and you don't feel like you're achieving anything. It's going to be this vision that has the pull on you to really get you going to that next level. If you have to push at anything, it means that it's hard work. And if it's really hard work, then you won't commit and you won't last at it. So what we want is a vision that is exciting, desirable, and it gets you going so much that even if you're not achieving what you want and what you have written down, that you're going to push through anyway. Most people fail when they get to that point. They fail because they stop. They fail because they can't see the achievement and they can't see their successes. However, if you push through it, you are going to be in that top 2% because you are going to be pushing that vision further and further. Most people don't get there, they stop. What I'm talking about is helping you find that jewel that is really buried within inside you, that taps into all of those capabilities, your aspirations, your longings, the talents, and it brings it into life. And it's that magic that really pushes you, it vaults you through into that next level. This is transformation, my friends, and this is what happens when you actually get into the detail and do some of this work. So if you haven't, get your workbooks out and make sure that you are writing it down, because that act of writing it down concretely helps you crystallize those visions and it will help you start breaking those goals down. What we want you to do is the self-analysis. It's a huge part of mastering that art to really getting excited and really stepping into the visions. So the workbook will help you in terms of the completion of those exercises, and it will also really awaken your consciousness, which is really powerful in terms of helping you vault to that next level. And that's what we're about at the Enterprise Vault. So before you embark, then make sure you're taking that time out just to really take a step back, visualize what that 10-year plan looks like. Put that 10-year plan, whatever it looks like, whether it's a new house for your family so you could all fit in there comfortably, whether it is a new business, whether it's leaving corporate, whether it is making your family just that little bit more happy, whatever it is for you, then write it down. If it's an income goal, then please make sure that you work it back. So if you want to achieve, let's say, £1 million, you want to have £1 million of profit from your business, wow, wouldn't that be a great day? Then write it down and think it backwards. So here's your goal, £1 million, 10 years time. This is my profit goal. Work it back over that period of 10 years as to what you need to do every single month in order to achieve that profit. If you don't understand the difference between profit and revenue and taxable earnings and non-taxable earnings and how you actually create profit, then get into the weeds of that. That must be on your priority if you're running a business, to understand all of that terminology, because then you'll have a lot more confidence in terms of talking to the figures. And that, my friend, is you as a CEO. So that income goal, think about how it is that you are going to get there. So it's breaking it down over a period of months, weeks, and then you can break it down into those chunky 1 hour slots as to what you are going to do to achieve what seems like an unfathomable goal. But once you break it down, it becomes alive, because you can see what it is precisely that you need to do that will enable you to get there every single day, that moves you towards that goal if you consistently can start to achieve those daily goals. And what we want you to do is to achieve those smaller successes, because then you see how your vision becomes a reality. Then you will see how that consistency is so powerful and so incredibly moving, and will make it so that you expand on a daily basis and you're growing. And these are the things that will make you intrinsically happy, because this is progress. Progress equals happiness. It's one of our intrinsic values as a human being. We want you to be able to ask those questions that pushes you into really getting into those goals. Ask those questions so that when the going gets really tough, that you can keep pushing through. When the hard times arrive, most people give up, but that is not going to be you. I know it, because you are here, you have committed the time today, and you are pushing through with making your vision a reality. And that's how we get to mapping out our goals. So what we want you to do is to switching your focus now. So what do I mean? I want you to switch in your focus so we can really see what you need to achieve from a year today. So if let's say your 10-year goal is to have £1 million profit in your business every annum, then you now know what you need to have as an income goal every single month, every single week. And what that will do is then start building up the smaller building blocks to understand how I need to get to that income goal every day. It will be a much smaller income goal. So let's say it's £1,000 a month. I don't know what the math is, but let's hope it's something like that. So £1,000 a month, a week, £1,000 a week. Now we can start seeing on that smaller goal what it is that we need to do. So do I need a social media account? Have I got a physical product? How is that physical product going to get to market? Do I need a conduit like Amazon or eBay? How am I going to get that product pushed through into the sales environment? How many do I need to sell every month to make my target of £1,000? Those are then going to become very smaller, distinguishable goals that I can really deliver on. And it's those goals that will really help the smaller ones crystallize those successes, because they're going to be bite-sized chunks, and they're going to be quick, and they're going to be easier to deliver. And if I can't deliver them, I can find another way of doing it. Because if you can push through and adopt a fail fast strategy, you're going to keep trying different things all the time, and it's okay, and you'll feel fine that you're failing, because you know you've got a new goal coming. What tends to happen is that it's like running a marathon. Your goal is to run the marathon. You run the marathon and you stop. But we want you to go beyond the marathon, and we want you to run your next marathon, but quicker and faster and more effectively, and have more fun doing it, because it'll be easier. And that's when the momentum and the consistency will come in. And this is really what holds people back, is that lack of consistency. It's really identifying to understand what you've failed at in the past. And it's because we're not concretely consolidating all of our goals on a weekly or a daily basis. And then we're not also focusing on those successes and understanding how we have built up the portfolio of things that we have done today. Inevitably, it will make you hungry. Once you get to that point, it will make you hungry, and it will help you push through and find a way. You can and you will do it if you're seeing consistent action, because you will start to see the successes of your hard work appear. And what we want you to do is to get into the detail of what drives that goal. So we talked about an income goal of £1 million. So what is it that drives you to achieving that goal? Break it down into bite-sized chunks, write it down, and this then becomes your map. It becomes your blueprint to ensuring you've got those revenue streams coming in, and that you can strategically drive sales to your business, or what it is that is going to help you create that income goal. So write those goals down, and then it's a point of actually putting in a place where you're going to see those goals, so you know what it is that you have to or need to achieve on a daily and a weekly basis. Those big visions, they're chunked down all the way down to what you're going to accomplish in a week. So if, for example, you know that you need a social media account to drive sales through your business, then priority 1 is to set up the social media account. Priority 2 is to then create your daily, weekly and monthly map. So you're not racing around every day, scrambling to get stuff together. You have mapped out your week, you know what it links to in terms of other content perhaps, and then you can just execute that without really having to have any drama or any additional energy to go into those lower level tasks. Once you've got that going, then you can focus on the real movement of other things through your business or through your career, whatever direction you're taking. But that takes discipline. And what we know is a good thing to do is not necessarily always followed through on, because people aren't as disciplined. And why are we not disciplined? Because we're not seeing the successes of the actions that we're taking. And it's either because we don't have the blueprint and we're not seeing the progress through our map that's getting bigger and more exciting week by week, and we're not crystallizing those successes. So really important that you map down those goals to that blueprint, and then you're seeing how that action that you're taking is giving you momentum, because that will help you with a consistency point. It will help you get out of bed on those days where you really don't feel like it, you're feeling low and you don't feel like you can do it, but you know you can, because you know what you achieved the night before, you know what you achieved the week before, you know what you achieved the month before, because you've mapped it all out and you're tracking that on a daily basis. So one good tip is to always look at the map that you've put together for the week. Let's say it's a social media diary. Look at it the week before, plan it out if you haven't already, and then each day go back and look at your map and make sure that you're tracking through your social media calendar. Join us for our sort of next goal setting guide, because we can check in and we can help you be accountable around some of those goals. So don't feel like this is a one-stop shop where you're not sort of going to have momentum and consistency. Then make sure that you're tracking back to those goals. The other thing that I think we as women are particularly bad at is this point around perfectionism. And so please, we've talked about fail fast. We've talked about, really not being afraid of failing. Perfectionism is a point of procrastination. If you really are really honest with yourself, you will see that perfection is quite often the thing that is holding you back. It needs to be perfect before I get it out. It needs to be a whole, perfectionist document before I can send it out to the world. Well, yes, do your best to do that. However, if you are not getting it out there, no one's going to see all of the great work that you're producing. So to perform at your best possible self, just learn to let go of that perfectionism and step into that fail fast mentality. Thanks for being here with me today. I hugely